Okay guys, I am back and online, and I'm going to do some sketchbooking today. So hoping I don't get busted for playing some music here. Uh, I like this music. It has sort of a, I don't know, a kind of a cartoony feel to it to me, and that's what I'm going for today. I really need to stay focused. As I tend to do, as I've done before. Worked on that gorilla, and we really got kind of out of control there. Uh, Detail-wise, it was just too high detail for a logo, and there was so much work to simplify it down from that uh, it really would just make a lot more sense to start over. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to start over on the gorilla today. Still working on that Gorillas and Guns logo. I am going to keep the previous gorilla, so at least the face, we're going to keep that. It kind of had a sort of Che Guevara look to it, and we, Gorillas and Guns, Silverback, and myself, we both kind of really like that as maybe a t-shirt design or something that he could use um, maybe in some different places. So I'm going to vectorize that out in Illustrator for him and kind of throw it in as a little bonus. But for the logo itself, for the character, we're going to start over. We're going to get much more cartoony. Still kind of try and keep sort of a gritty feel to him. I don't want him to be too silly, too Disney butterflies, but we'll try and just keep him really simple. I'm going to do a whole different sort of style of building out the character today. Typically when I'm working on a character, and probably where I went wrong before, I'm going to start with a skeleton rig underneath, get the pose down, and then I'm going to slowly and carefully layer up the muscular structure, body structure, outfits, props like the banana, the pistol, that type of stuff. We're going to kind of build that all together when we're working on a character design. And we can get very detailed and keep things very organized and proportioned very well that way. Unfortunately, though, we lose a little bit of the energy. And with a cartoon character, obviously I let myself get carried away on those details and went way too far with that. So we're going to start over with a very simple character. We're going to build in basic shapes instead of starting with that skeleton. Build in basic shapes. It's probably going to be a lot of erasing and redrawing. We're trying to keep it quick and light and just work on those forms of the different appendages and torso, all that, kind of build that character out. So basically starting from scratch there, and we might pull in some references later, but I think I'm going to keep no references to start with and just start building out that character, and then we'll kind of see if we need them or not as we go. So back to the music here real quick, so they don't hopefully kill me here. I am listening to the Tijuana Sound Machine Nordic Collective Presents album. It's by, I believe it's Bostich and Vussible. I'm not really sure if I pronounced that right. I don't know if this group's still together or not. I tried to look them up. The Nordic Collective, Nortec Collective. I think that was a band, and then they broke up. And then, or the Tijuana Sound Machine was a band, and they broke up. And Bostich and Vussible did their own album. I have no idea. I don't know how this album came together. It came out in 2008. I have no idea how I found it, but I really enjoy it. It's kind of just a fun music. It's very upbeat. It's got sort of a Latino mariachi almost kind of music mixed in with this sort of techno dance kind of sound, and it's just really fun. So we're just going to listen to that album today. You can find it on Google Play Music, as well as I'm sure it's on iTunes and other places. But that's what we're listening to, and let's get to work here. So bring up our canvas, and for whatever reason, my panels reset. My screen was on the wrong side of or on the wrong screen, my workspace, so we're gonna move some things around real fast here. I think mostly we're okay. Yeah, the layers panel is the one that always gets me, but it's actually still in the right place. Okay, so real quick here, canvas size. I don't like to work in the default canvas size because I always feel like it is too small. So we're just going to blow that up 200% here. There we go. I'm going to zoom out. Okay, I don't know why that's super widescreen there. Let's actually change that. Let's go to inches. Where are we at? 12. It's kind of crazy. Let's make that, you know what, let's just make it 8 by 8 inches. There we go. What's that in pixels? 2400 pixels. That's not bad. That's okay. We can work with that because we're going to keep this real simple. Okay. And I'm still using this Logitech headset, which probably has terrible audio. And I mean, it sounds great. I play video games and listen to music, watch movies, whatever on my computer. Sounds awesome. Great headset for listening, but I have no idea what the microphone quality is here. At some point, I'll get a little studio mic in here, and we'll probably have much better sound. We'll see. Anyway, for now, let's get on to this monkey because this is getting out of control. Ape. Sorry. Make it an ape. Let's see. Where's all my brushes? Are those reset too? Okay. I'm gonna get some of this. How do I get this over? Oh, I want to create a new brush set. I don't want to create a new brush. I just want to put it on that quick panel. How do I put it on that quick panel? Oh man. I should just be able to drag those over, I think. Boy. Okay, we'll just leave the brush library up. How about that? Pencil. Okay. Grab a gray pencil and let's get to work building out that shape of our gorilla. Okay, so with the gorilla we got big broad shoulders and kind of a big belly. Let's build his big belly. Let's come up here. Big broad shoulders. There's his chest. There's his belly. Okay. That's pretty gorilla shape there. Now for his arms, I'm going to bring those in a little bit more narrow. And let's see, I'll change up this pose a little bit. Before I get to that, let's start working in some of these shapes a little more. Oh man, I gotta decide what I'm gonna do with these arms. You know, it would be really fun actually. What if we raise this arm up? Let's raise that out. Let's tilt his face over this way. Just gonna get some basic expression there. Actually, the ape is gonna have, gorilla's gonna have very small ears. Not those big monkey ears. We have him shooting kind of back that way. Got an alarm going off here in just a moment. So we'll have him kind of shooting back this way. Holding this banana. Here him kind of making his knees fuzzy, but he's going to be wearing pants. That was a requirement. Pants. Okay. Out a little gun here. Just keeping it real quick and loose for the moment. We might make that a revolver. That's really goofy proportions, but I'm going to have to move this whole thing over a little bit to fit properly. But we've got some of that energy, quick lines. Okay. Simple. Bit of a love handle there. He's a big monkey. Now we're basically just erasing away all the lines we don't need. To kind of get the point across. Okay. Yeah, that was way faster, and really it's, I think, a much more fun character than we had. Okay, so I'm going to create a new layer. This layer, decrease opacity on quite a bit. Grab him here. And we're going to move him over. There we go. Now let's see if we can kind of start detailing him in a little bit. With which pen? Is this the pen I used before? No, it's definitely not the good one. Oh, no, maybe it was. I just did it totally on the wrong layer. No, this one's too light. That's not good. The one that's going to put down a little more ink. That one's really blurry. Oh, let's come back here. Not this one. Yeah, that's a good one. It's a terrible line, but it's a good pen. Okay. Knock this stupid clip off my mic again. Let's try to put that pupil on the right side of its eye. I don't want to fill them in like that. Okay. If you get motion sick, I apologize. Or naturally I can draw these curves. Right now, the easier it's going to be to vectorize all this later. If you're wondering how I'm doing this, I am using the Wacom Cintiq tablet, and it's got a rotate controller on it. Little dial on the side. It's also got programmable buttons to change the function. So if I want to change brush size, I can do that there. Or rotate or zoom, which is pretty cool. The problem is that the buttons aren't labeled. They're programmable, so of course, I mean, they wouldn't label them for you. You're going to program them how you want them. But switching programs, it's kind of a pain not knowing what they are. What I really need to do is get myself just a simple label printer and kind of print those out. was horrible. Kind of just occurred to me how quiet I've been working on this. Sorry about that. Just thinking a lot, I guess. Trying to be very intentional with each line. Each line tells a story about the shape of this character, and each line's thickness tells a story about how much volume each shape has. It's a very subtle thing. It really can help define that shape if it's done well. So, trying to kind of focus a lot on that right now. Some of this stuff I'm going to clean up in Illustrator and sharpen it up a little bit, but the better I can do with the line art as I'm drawing it, the less work I have to do in Illustrator. Okay. And I'm starting to include some of those pool shadows as I go. It's one of my favorite songs on this album. Back's kind of starting to bug me, so I'm going to have to stop pretty soon. But I feel like we got some really good progress on this guy. Oh, pen was I using? Let's see. Man, I feel like I'm on a roll with this guy and I don't really want to stop. Ugh. gotta get some more shadow on that beard and on his belly. Shadow coming actually. Yeah, I really like where this is going. Pretty happy with this guy. Oh man. I gotta stop. I gotta stop. Okay. Well, we made a lot of progress on him. Hopefully Silverback kind of likes the way he's going. Definitely the larger shapes here are going to be much easier to turn into a logo that he can use in different mediums. We'll probably go in and colorize it with a couple colors for some places, like on his Facebook page and stuff like that. And then we'll keep we want to make sure that the basic line work is viable for making, stickers or printing on shirts or whatever he's going to do with it. So, yeah, but kind of excited with where this is going so far. So we'll keep at it. We'll try and get back on it real soon here and finish it out. So I hope that was more enjoyable. I apologize, it kind of got quiet for a little while just thinking about how I was going to lay that all out, but hopefully that kind of gave you an opportunity if you're trying to learn, and these are some new concepts for you of using line thickness and using pool shadows and stuff like that, doing a little more cartoony type character. I hope that was helpful. It was helpful for me. It was good exercise for me to go through and work on something a little bit less detailed and kind kind of more fun. I don't know. It's kind of a fun character here that we're building out and learning as we go, and I think it's going to work out pretty well for Silverback, and we'll be able to set this guy up in a little scene where maybe he's shooting at a target there at the range, and it's got his banana, and should be really a cool character, I think. So we'll go ahead and leave it here, and I'm going to sign off and save my file and all that. And then I'll get this uploaded on YouTube so you can catch it there if you didn't catch it live today. And yeah, I mean, I guess that's pretty much it. So again, music today was album Tijuana Sound Machine by Nortec Collective Presents. I'm sorry, that's in parentheses. Nortec Collective Presents Tijuana Sound Machine. Nortec, Nortec. And the artist is Bostich, Bostich, and Fussible, Fussible. So we've been kind of listening to that. It's not a super long album. I mean, I guess we've been going for a good little while here. I think it's 48 minutes long about, and we're back to the 5th track out of 16. So yeah, we've been going a little longer than I really even anticipated. So yeah, that's it. And thanks for watching and being a part of the stream here. Or if you've been again on YouTube, definitely go ahead and give me a subscribe, hit like on the video. That'll really help me out. Right now I have a long YouTube URL. I don't have a short, concise address on YouTube because I don't have enough subscribers or enough views or something. So I'm trying to build that up and would appreciate any subscriptions or views that I get there. And then you can catch some other videos on there as well. So I'm working on a project right now, restoring an old Boy Scout axe, and been refinishing the head and then putting a new handle on it, and I've recorded a few videos about that process there. The handle I had actually was a bad fit. I've been working with the Axe Junkies group over on YouTube or on Facebook, and they've been giving me a bunch of advice on that. I'm having a lot of fun with it. So on YouTube you can catch my little videos on those projects, as well as going to the shooting range with my family and friends and hanging out and having a good time shooting targets and playing with some fun guns that we get to play with and enjoy as freedom here in the United States. So yeah, I think that pretty much covers it. So I am on YouTube. You can search for me as Mike Bryant. And on Facebook, it's probably the easiest place to find me, actually. Facebook.com/5012design, just like it's spelled on the screen there. Or 5012design.com, and there's links there. You can find me that way. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for hanging out, and I hope you have a wonderful afternoon. See ya.